Welcome to Dalkeith.
I'm Kellie. I'm Brittany.
And I'm Kristine. And we're going to show you around.
This is the Great Hall. This is the first place to enter into the house. On the walls, there are little baby cherubs, and that is an original part of the house. The things that are hanging on the walls that you can see now are actually the designs of the castle before the palace was built, and what the palace was gonna look like and what it actually looks like now.
Now we're gonna move into Marble Hall.
So in the center of the hall you can see a statue of the Duke of Wellington. And this is called the Marble Hall because of how much marble is around here, obviously. Right in the center we have a giant marble column, which is one giant slab of marble, which was very, very expensive to transport as well as create, so you can only imagine how rich the family that lived here before was. And on the stairs we have a tartan called the Black Watch, which was put in place for George IV when he visited.
It's a military tartan, and that's why it's here, because Dalkeith does have its own tartan, but not originally when the house was put into place. This is the conference room. This does not look like your typical learning environment, but sometimes you may have class in here. This is one of the locations throughout the house that does not have internet, but if you need a quiet space to come and sit, feel free to come in here.
And it's pretty and smells like cinnamon sometimes.
Sounds great.
Welcome to the servery. So when you first enter, you're going to find a lot of stuff that's relevant to the program. On this wall here, we've got a giant calendar where they put various events that are going to be occurring throughout the month taking place. A little bit further down, you're going to find information on meals and the servery in general. Like you'll have an example of the menu for lunch and dinner that day, and if you're planning on missing a meal, you'll sign out right next to it. And you'll find your schedule for dinner duty and lunch duty, and a little bit of information on Henry.
And then on the other side, you're just going to find a map with some nice places to go around Scotland, so you can look at that when you're in line. And then as you move down, you're going to find, these are our clans, and then our names and the history behind them, and then who's in each clan, so we know who's what. And then we have our daily notes, which are printed every day. That will give you information about things that are coming up or things that need to be paid for. And then there's also, your house jobs are also posted, so just in case you forget what you're doing, it's right there on the wall.
This is the rest of our servery.
If you ever need to cook or clean, well, cook and then clean up after you cook, you can use this kitchen right here. And there's a microwave, toasters, oven, stove top, everything you can ever need. And most of our lunch and dinner duty takes place up here as well as in the kitchen downstairs, so I guess half and half, but yeah.
Hi, welcome to Willie's. This is actually mainly the hangout spot of the house, or what it was intended for. There's a TV in here. You can find movies downstairs. Currently, they are sitting up by the TV. That's not a usual situation. There's couches. I mean, you can pretty much do anything. This is a fridge where you can put your food for the weekends or whenever you're hungry. And this is a non-working fireplace. This is where we eat. You're gonna spend at least 2 times a day in here. They're about from Monday through Thursday. As you can see, the chairs are up. This is part of the cleaning routine we do after meals. The floor always gets mopped and swept. It's really nice and clean. And we have a fridge once again over there that you can put food in, but you have to label it. If you don't, someone's gonna throw it away.
And welcome to Classroom 20. In here,
Well, it's a classroom. There's classes in here. There's Wi-Fi. Some people come in here to study, but there's not a class in here.
Currently, it's the warmest room of the house.
so you might want to check it out when you're here. And then up on the ceiling, you can see the insignia of the Duchess of Buccleuch and this is where the armory once stood, which was kind of the oldest place in the house, so it used to be a really tall tower where the family used to stay. They would keep their valuables up top to keep them safe from any of the raids that were occurring in the area. They would bring in their livestock and kind of store them in the bottom to keep them safe.
Here's the pool room. Welcome in. This is the haunted house.
Down here you can play pool or just chill out and be leisurely. If you notice, the walls are all painted on and there's chalk, so you can write your name on the wall or sign the wall if you want to leave a mark behind. This is the movie room. You can come down here and watch movies with your friends. There's normally a TV, but all these cabinets are filled with movies, so you can just find a movie you want to watch and go and watch it.
There's plenty of couches.
Here's the weight room.
In case you want to exercise or pump some iron.
Those mattresses are good.
Or sleep.
Or sleep, apparently.
Apparently.
But these are
No, they haven't.
Some people, like Isidora, like to do insanity in here. It's really great.
and work on their fitness and do things with their lives.
We are going to explore our floor. We have a TV kitchen.
Back onto the main floor.
In this hallway is the faculty offices in case you need to talk to faculty members during office hours. You can go in there.
This is the bus schedule, I guess routes, and so you can see how to get from Dalkeith over here all the way over to the airport if you need. It's really helpful information, which buses to take, it's color coordinated, it's beautiful, it's easy.
There's also other travel information through here, kind of helpful hints and tricks and other various things, and then fun things to do in the city, and the cost, and a brief little excerpt on what it's about. And through here we've got some more offices. The resident assistant director, who's currently hiding from her responsibilities.
Say hi to Nikki. This is our resident director. You get close to her because she lives with you.
Yay!
This is her office. If you ever have any payments you have to make, you come in here. Otherwise, if you have any problems and you need to talk to someone, Nikki's, I guess your resident director is a good person to go. Lab. The first thing you need to know when you walk in this room is the light switch is way over here. Door over there, light switch over here. It's a helpful hint because the first time you search forever.
And if you ever need to use a computer, your laptop's being wonky or something, you can use these here, and the login information is up here because it took me about 8 years to find that the first time I got on here. Out the window you can see a lovely view of some of our grounds.
You'll come in here anytime you need to print. So this is a printer in the house. So if you need to print off your laptop, just email it to yourself, use a flash drive, and print it in here.
There's also Wi-Fi, so if you do just want to use your laptop, you can snag a desk and use that. Alright, so this is the library.
This is where you'll come if you need a book for one of your classes, or if you just want a book to read.
Or just sort of
Study.
hang out, study. There's Wi-Fi in here too. It's a pretty fancy place.
If you look out the window, you can see a bridge.
Titled the Montague Bridge.
It was a gift, actually, to a bride when she got married. Hi, welcome to the Travel Lounge. This is where you can get books for traveling, any book that you could ever imagine for wherever you're going. I know you have lots of hopes and dreams on different destinations you're going to go to. This will help you decide cost-wise situations on which place to decide to go, because you can't do everything, but this gives you a good option and lets you live through the books, I guess.
You can also find places you might not be able to go on this trip, like Rio de Janeiro and Cuba, which are also here.
Once you want to go to Rio on your 10 day.
I mean, you've got.
Yeah, and you're
We're in the library door with a bottle of wine like this big. This is classroom 7. This is just another hangout room. This is study room. You're supposed to be quiet and study. There's Wi-Fi in here.
There's couches. There's a heater. There's multiple heaters.
There's multiple.
So it gets pretty warm, pretty nice in here.
Alright, we're gonna film this one. This is the ballroom. This is where all dances or occasions used to be held. The floor is springy, so if you bounce on it, it's got a spring floor for dancing. Which makes everybody shake a bit.
As you can see, there's a bunch of paintings along the walls. They're not original, they were brought in when they're kind of duplicate from various places. But a lot of fun. There's some cool things everywhere.
The dressers, or whatever you want to call these, are actually from the Victorian period. They think that this one over here is the oldest, but they couldn't tell you when it's made.
Well, it says Anna here, and then over here it says 1688, so that's probably a significant date for this house. But we're not really sure what. So this is an example of one of the student rooms. Currently this one's not in use, so you don't have any bed linens or anything on the beds currently, but you'll get your own dresser, wardrobe, whatever you want to call it. You'll have your bed, obviously, some pillows. You'll have a crate or a tub to put any dry food you'd like to keep in the room. A lot of the rooms have little fireplaces that you can't actually use, but they exist and they look pretty. So there's that. You'll get a mirror. Some of them have vanities, so you and your roommates can kind of decide who wants what and where to sleep.
You can have upwards of 6 people in a room. That sounds like a lot of roommates, but you're all here together, so make it work.